back to my channel. It's episode this, because I don't know. Sorry, I'm all hot and sweaty. It's the end of the day. We are going to paint the rocker panels. So we are doing rattle can. Don't judge me. If you got anything nasty to say, go to somebody else's channel. This is how we're working it today. Want to show you all that you can get a really good result out of doing something like this if you want to do a DIY yourself. So this is our primer. We are going to use the Rust-Oleum Auto Primer. We do have a different primer that's actually a very high density primer that actually kind of helps cover up some scratches, but we don't need that on this because it's new metal. And then we are going to paint them with Rust-Oleum High Performance Enamel in high gloss. Some really good stuff. That's what we painted the hood and the trunk lid with. They're super shiny and we haven't even polished anything yet, so hoping we end up with some good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. We've already fitted these. You can pan down to this. We've already fitted these, did all the things that we needed to do, make sure that they fit correctly. The back side we coated with some black just to make sure we didn't have any bare metal showing anywhere. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hopefully if we can get it in one coat, that'll be great. I just don't want any drips. If not, then we'll do two. But we're going to go ahead and get these primed. I like to go the back and forth motion, and I start before I go. It's just kind of how I am. There we go.
Should tell them you already cleaned them, wiped them, and tacked them.
You can go ahead and do that. You're sitting there.
I'm not here.
So of course you are. So we've, obviously, I cleaned them down with some alcohol, wiped them off with another cloth, then wiped them down with a tack cloth. We might get away with one coat. We'll see. Moved them away from the trees so that we don't have anything falling into these once I have them done. I'm probably about 4 inches away. From what I've seen from the other guys that have done this, they don't get real far away. You just want to make sure you don't get any drips, okay? Drips are bad. You can't fix a drip other than taking it off and redoing it. So don't get a drip. Don't be a drip. Well, we're going to have to do 2 coats.
The stuff dries funny. When it dries, it looks like you've missed a spot. So
yeah, this is kind of hard to tell. I'm only going based on some of the black markings that we've had on here from where we were measuring. Those are covered up pretty well. I don't know about y'all, but I like the smell of this paint. It kind of smells like candy.
And don't forget, this is just to help the black paint stick, so it doesn't have to be super
perfect. Oh, but it does.
You get a lot out of the black cans. This primer stuff, you don't get a whole hell of a lot out of.
Always make sure you leave yourself enough space to get into where you need to paint. So that you're not touching your other piece. Okay. I'm doing about a half overlap, if that matters to anybody. Not that I'm an expert at painting. I am not.
Well, you're an expert at painting. We're not experts at
not with
auto
rattle
painting.
Cans. Not with rattle cans.
Yeah.
But I'm overlapping a little bit here. Kind of keeping that wet line. Big thing is just kind of keep it moving. Don't stop your can while you're spraying. That's how you get runs. Always move. Well, we might get one coat. We'll see. All right, guys. That wasn't that hard. You can kind of see how that's looking. We're going to give it about 10 minutes, I think. Sorry, I'm sweating. We're going to give it about 10 minutes. See what it looks like when it's dry. If I don't like it, then I'll go ahead and put another coat on it. If we do, then we'll come back and we'll show you the black. If I do another coat of primer, I'm not going to film that. You guys don't need to see me do that twicey rexy. So if we go black, then we'll come back. So give me a few.
Pause or stop?
Nope, just stop.
Camo.
All right, one coat down. One light coat, each one. We'll let those dry 10 minutes, 15?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Be back in 15 minutes. Okay, so it's the next day. All right, so we've gotten all the black on the rocker panels. They look gorgeous. Look how shiny that is. You can see, look, you can see my reflection in it. We haven't clear coated them yet.
This one has a little orange peel. That one's not near as bad, but
and we haven't obviously haven't sanded anything. But look at that. I mean, you can see the sun. You can see him. You can see him in the reflection, and that's just the paint. We got the rocker panel or the fender flares done. We're getting ready to. We'll clear coat here shortly. We've got some small patchwork on the hood that we have to do. The clear coat that we use, you got to use it. It's kind of one of, since we're using the 2X, it's professional, you got to use it. So we want to make sure we have all our ducks in a row before we do it. This area we're going to turn into a painting tent. We purchased some heavier plastic and we're actually going to cover that area, so we'll just turn that into a painting tent. We'll show the video on that when we do that as well. But this is kind of where we are right now. And then we will come back and show you the end product once we have the clear coat on. All right, guys. We've gotten how many coats of clear?
4 on those, 5 to 6 on these.
Okay. So here's with the clear. No, they're not as shiny as they were, but we have to wet sand and polish. So those are the rocker panels. That's the fender flare. Or that's the spoiler. I'm sorry, the front spoiler. And then the fender flares. Those are actually very shiny right now. Okay, so I guess that is going to end this episode, which I think is 25. I think it's 25. Wow, it's a lot of episodes. But yeah, I think that's going to finish that one up. I think the next thing that we're doing is sanding the car.
Yellow.
That's going to be the next thing on the list to do in the next video. So you guys know the rules. It's fixing to storm. You see all those clouds out there? Look at all those clouds. Fixing to get a storm. Y'all stay out of trouble now. You hear? But if you can't, don't get caught. You stay safe, stay clean, and have a perfect day. Bye.